These maps left, and it's all on Rise to have to win in a row to bring back home the title if they want to win this weekend.
It actually kind of scares me how similar Octane and Formal play to each other, because I mentioned it, I think at least 3 out of the 4 maps that we've played so far. They are both going to be in that B tunnel with either an AR or with a sniper. I mean, we saw Overkill banned here, and Thermal's going to be banned as well, but I still think that we might see a sniper. I mean, everybody's been using the L-car this entire weekend. It used to be very common earlier in the days of competitive Black Ops 3, and now it's made sort of a resurgence as we move into the specialist draft here. Scump running that kinetic armor, Slacked as well, so those would be some 2 key matchups right there. I mean, Octane with the Vision Pulse and Karma with the Heat Wave. I mean, I'm accustomed to these specialist picks, but I love to see Formal and Classic both running that camo.
Yeah, again, that could be that one big play that secures them the entire match. And, of course, all the snipers make it through, and the Shiva being banned out once again on the side of Rise. They just don't want Crim to have that gun, but it is going to be Search and Destroy. Jack, what do you expect to see on this map?
So I've kind of marked it out for you right here. I'm mainly talking about defense on this hunted S&D. I drew a line through the middle of the map where basically that's what you need to hold on the defensive side. Here's a look at your 2 bomb sites, and I highlighted 2 players, Octane and Crim6. First, this is how Octane's going to play this. Octane, for Rise Nation, will set up right here behind the B-bomb. His one job is hold the line. Just hold from Optic. Don't let them push in here. If you're going to wind up being there, you need to either get a kill and trade, or just back up, play your life, stop them, stall as much time as possible for our players to rotate from this A site. Now, one thing I really do want to point out here, to help Octane hold this area, you're going to need someone in this top red room, right up here on the map, that can watch down over middle to make sure no one can hit that mid wall run to catch his team off guard. Now, that middle map line is if Optic Gaming can get past that, or the offensive team can get past it, that's where they'll see a lot of success. Now, on the other side of things, where Crim6 will play, you're going to wind up seeing Crim6 play in this top middle area, whether just right behind that right outside the mid water, behind the mid rock, or in top red room. He's going to be the guy that's either going to get first blood for his team and a lot of information, or be first blooded by Rise Nation. Crim is going to be the X factor on this map for Optic Gaming.
All right. Well, especially, I mean, on the side of Rise, it seems like all eyes on Octane. I mean, sure, all members are important, but also because the first couple maps they lost, Octane had a bit of a slow start. And then that CTF, he found his groove again. He got to pitch his tent a little bit, get the kills he needed. He has to be feeling better now going in. You mentioned Crim6. You mentioned Formal earlier, getting those kind of long-range sights and getting that first pick-off, especially in Search and Destroy. We'll see how it pans out. And this is going to be a fun match.
I'm going to be looking for big performances out of Scump for Optic, and then Looney for Rise Nation, because I feel like Looney, it wants redemption. He had a little rough go of it in the uplink, and then you had Scump, who is just always doing really well. But I think when championships on the line, Scump really usually has those breakout games.
All right, well, again, still match point for Optic. Rise now trying to mount a miraculous comeback in the grand finals of the Call of Duty World League presented by PS4. It's going to be Hunted, Search, and Destroy. Maven, Mr. X, take it away.
Mark my words. If Rise Nation takes this map, it's going 7 games.
If you're Rise Nation, you got to feel really good if you take this and go into Fringe Hardpoint. You're a pretty strong Fringe Hardpoint team. You got the momentum at that moment in time. Optic Gaming needs to put them away here.
I cannot agree with you more. Part of me, you know, as being a fan of Call of Duty, nothing to do with the teams, the players, just the spectacle of this weekend has been. I would do just about anything for a Game 7 right now.
Oh, I don't want to ask you particulars on that. Anyway, we'll see what happens here. It's going to be Optic Gaming on the offensive side of things first. As they talked about, it's going to be Octane in this B cave, one of the best players locking this down solo, and this is why Rise, one of the better teams on this map, because they have one guy who can lock down that B cave and allows the other players to just spread out along the map, watch all of the lanes on Hunted.
Well, we're going to watch kind of Octane and Classic from the defensive side here, because they're going to be holding this B push. The first one is Octane picking it up. Now Classic going to be pushing forward. Is he going to be able to get a couple kills? He's got a sub on M8, takes up one. Second inside, not going to be able to get it. Classic drops. 2 on 3 for Optic Gaming. Let's go to your bomb carrier Scump here, who is drowning in a waterfall.
You have actually the other player from the game. It's
Hello.
going to be Karma. He jumped to Karma's screen real quick. He's actually, he's about to make a big play. He actually takes out Octane from behind on the B bomb site. So a 2v3 turns into a 2v1 scenario. Karma and Scump going big for Optic.
You know, first blood percentage, the biggest stat in S&D. The first blood goes the way of Rise Nation, but the round may not unless Looney can clutch. The timing on this, he might just need to kill the bomb carrier if he guesses right, but he's going to check B, so it should be a safe plant for Scum.
And Looney's going to have a very difficult time with the M8 to be able to break into this A-bomb site, and Optic gets it down just in time. It's going to be 40 seconds Looney has to work with here. He's going to spot one, not able to take this player out.
Oh, the Kobe not going to connect. Will he get him on the corner, tags him up again, but look at the crossfire you've got. We'll look at Karma's point of view. Looking across, you see Scump as well. Got each other's back. Looney wrapping around the backside here at Patio, and he's got so much to do and not enough time to work with. 20 seconds here. He's going to have to fly in. You mentioned the fact that he has an M8 checking every corner, not able to pick it up. He guesses wrong, and that is Karma closing out the first round here of S&D.
Rise cannot lose rounds. They get first blood. This is too important of a game. They have Octane pick up one on the B bomb site, and they just let Karma get right down the middle of the map, and he goes big after Scum picks up one, able to take Octane out, and then that opens up the B cave, and it forces Looney to rotate in over from the opposite side of the map. That gives Optic the A-bomb site wide open. Big play by those two players, Scump and Karma.
All right, no sniper rifles going to be in play here for the push from Rise Nation. Let's check things out with Octane. Looks to be a little bit different of a push. They're going to want to favor A. I'm going to highlight Karma in the back as he's going to be the one likely dealing with this. You can see his angle. Players getting up in the window. They're going to push through. Another first blood for Rise. This round they absolutely have to take. Scump's going to be coming through stairs. He sees one, sees a second. I don't know how he wins that one, but he is able to pick up one player. 2 versus 3. Can they get the favor on their side again here for Optic Gaming? And now let's check. Looney's wrapping around. The timing could be very, very good here.
He
saw the HC. He saw the HC cross. He's going to pick it up. The HC gets taken out as well. It's Crim now. 1 versus 3. M8 trying to push an A. It's going to be so hard. Makes it look easy. There's one. 40 seconds on the clock.
He's able to get out. I mean, he has a lot of places he could go. I mean, he could have went into water. He could have went back to the balcony. Opts to go back to balcony. He gets taken out. But, I mean, obviously we'll see how the rest of this map plays out. But Rise should be up 2-0. They can't lose that first round.
All right, well, they are able to tie it up here. Looney, they need a big performance from him. He is going to shut down that second round to square things up. Now let's take a look at Rise Nation on defense. We're actually going to go to a listen-in for this round 3 with Rise. Let's hear how they lock down Hunted.
Do you guys see anything? I see Tiki Rush. Middle bridge. They could be hitting me. I backed up. Nothing AP side. They threw a pre-nade from me. That was me. That was my nade. Where's he? I don't see anything bridge. Where'd that kid just shoot at? No, one just jumped back. He's an A bomb. Back on. Help you guys. He smoked it. He smoked my exit. One just pre-fired the stairs. They could be planning. I'm holding our black plant. I'm gonna jump up on these stairs over here. I'm about to pinch the staircase when you guys go. So let me know. One just ran in the window. Let me know when to go from A stairs. Right core. He's in the tip right core. Nothing hanging like a bomb. Got him. Shit. What could be the water? Yo, I think they're playing our spawn. I'm gonna hop it. Just play my back door. I have your water. I'm on it. Nice. I'm halfway. Door window. You're fine. Good shit, yo. Good play, Danny. Yeah, good shit. Good job, Danny. Good call. Are you close?
Beautifully done there. It was amazing to hear the tension kind of build up. I got steps. Let me know when to push. You saw the collapse come. You heard Looney calling out the time when the bomb defused. That was awesome to hear. You know, we don't listen to the S&D rounds that frequently. Hearing that level of communication from Rise is a very positive thing for this series.
Yeah, they had everything covered. You know, Slacked was watching that backdoor from the water. They had Classic, who jumped up onto that platform. He was able to take out one player in the final kill cam. He was, watching players exiting water potentially, coming through water and jumping onto there to get into the A-bomb site. So fantastic execution there by Rise Nation.
All right, let's watch the push now for Rise. We're going to go back to them on offense. Just take a look at the top. Heavy B pressure coming. Crim is at back tunnel. He's going to have so much work to do here, and he's going to give it up. Let the plank get down. He needs to wait for his teammates here, not get too overzealous. He is going to at least be able to take out that trophy system.
So let's see how Optic elects to play this. There's a few different ways they can. They can push all the way through the B cave here, just powering behind Crim. They can send one player all the way on the flank, albeit you don't have a lot of time to work with. And then you could have went either through the water up the middle of the map, and they're going to actually do a bait for there. It's going to be Formal picking up that kill on the Looney as Scump dives by, and it's going to be
Look
Krim
who's in
picking up a
behind.
gunfight.
Classic's coming from behind. There's one. Gimme two. Finds that as well. A third in front. They're trading forward. Classic now by himself. Crimsix, though, is on it. Krim is on it. He's almost there. Can he get it done? Classic trying to peek. He picks it up, and he gets the kill just in time. Not enough time here for Optic
Karma
Gaming.
was standing on top of the bomb. I think with like 6 seconds left, he might have been able to get that, and it looked like, I don't know what gun he had at the beginning of the round, but it looked like that's the animation you'd get when you would pick up a gun and take an M8.
Once he dropped, I don't know. It was very close. It was very close. I'm not sure if he would have had it.
Let's see if we catch in the final kill.
That is clutch stuff from Classic, making the play just in the nick of time. Rise Nation's coming alive.
So you saw there in the final kill cam, that's actually Karma with a pistol, so you got to believe he picked that one up.
All right, well, here we go, boys. This time, we want to do a listening offense. Optic Gaming, take it away, boys.
Okay. I'll go in the room. Let's go. Let's win this shit.
Throwing a nade out middle.
Yo, I'm gonna distract the fuck out of him, Seth. All right.
Hold on, just
You
wait for
smoking
Matt
him or
to see
no?
if there's anybody.
No, I hit him. They're mid block.
They're mid block.
Yeah.
Okay. One's there.
I'm gonna hit it, I'm gonna hit it.
Wait, yeah, one's mid building. He's not weak. He's not weak.
I'm
Sorry.
hitting it right now.
Mid building, one shot.
Be right,
Mid building, one shot,
Heglitch.
guys.
Look at the flank.
Oh, I'm absolute octane, bro.
Water.
Nice.
He might push me. Yeah. Stay alive.
They naded from their mid.
We're good.
Yo, Matt, I'm going down. I'm going down.
He's in the block. Close left.
Yo, one guy B.
Close
One
left.
guy B.
Heglitch.
Stay alive.
Close left. He's in the water now, I think. One was
shit.
in water as well.
I'm not getting in water.
There were two in water.
Yeah, 1 second.
Yo,
I'm
he's
going
right
down
here.
here.
Nice. Down. My kill. Octane was still in water somewhere.
Yeah,
he's in our building. in our building.
Two. They're both there. Both here. In window. He waved.
He waved.
He came out.
Came on.
Oh, I didn't hit him with it.
Oh my God! You hear him? He waved, but the camo comes out. Rise Nation takes it 4-1 advantage. Baby, we've got ourselves a series.
Oh, and the heat wave actually doesn't connect on the Classic. Not close enough. I love the idea to use it there in that situation.
Did he hit it right before he went over the rock, basically?
If he would have waited maybe another second when Classic got a little bit closer,
Yeah.
he would have connected with the heat wave. But no, very nice try there by Karma. Karma and Classic, two players who are X factors for their team, both going off. Yeah, you got Classic double positive, Karma 6-2 as well. So both players playing well, but it's Rise Nation with a 4-1 round advantage.
Oh, nerves. Maybe some jitters starting to come in for Optic Gaming as you're seeing Rise Nation begin to have faith, begin to come alive. You've got HCs out from both sides about to do battle here on the bridge. Nothing coming from it, and that's going to be an open site. Classic's got it down. Let's check in the back. They finally destroyed the opposite HC car, but this is an early plant, 4 up. Scump starting to get aggressive here on the defensive side of things. Might find one in hut. Think he saw his head. Can he win it? Yes. Scump picks up 1 kill. There's a player in the back that's got a lot to work with. That's Octane, the bait and switch coming in. They tag him up in back rock. Can he win it? He's hit both players. He's still alive. He's such a key to surviving here because Slacked is sitting underneath. It's just these two to deal with everything. Oh, hello. Did you see him? He had to have seen him, right?
I don't think so.
He had to. There it is. He's going to be able to pick it up. Octane picks up with one as well. 2v2. 15 seconds left. He tries to stick it, I think, but they go. Oh, my God. He was hiding behind the bomb right as Scump came up, and Octave is going to take a round here. They've got 2 on the board.
Yeah, Scump with a big round, taking out Looney at the beginning, and then obviously to come out of one or kill Slack at the end there. And Optic Gaming just needs to put the pressure on Rise Nation, because Rise, it's obvious, once they get the momentum, that they can string together some nice consecutive round wins. So Optic Gaming, you look for them to take this next round and then start to really lay it on this Rise Nation team.
All right, well, here we go. Hopping into round 7. You still got a little bit of a cushion if you're Rise, right? You're feeling okay still, but you want to put Optic Gaming away. You have to get it done. You don't want this to get any closer here, give any more life to Optic once they get going. So difficult to stop them. What do you think about the setup and push you have from Optic Gaming right now, Matt?
Well, it looks like it's going to be a little bit of a slower execute. Obviously everyone playing a little bit further back, trying to draw some players out on Rise, and I like it because, players like Classic and Looney have been really aggressive at the beginning of these rounds, and look at that, Looney getting a little bit of aggressive formal catches him off guard.
Nice patience there. Looney, maybe overzealous, but they're able to pick it up. Optic 4-3 advantage right now. Who do you want to hop in with? You'll see it's a very, very slow push from Optic. They're waiting on mistakes right now from Rise Nation.
Yeah, I think we stay on with the offensive team. In this situation, up 1 player, you control the destiny of the round. And to see how they elect to play this, Krim's going to dive into the water, and he's able to pick up 1. Now with a 2-man advantage, you expect Optic to pick up this round. And start to figuring out what this Rise Nation team's been doing right. You see Formal's going to take out Classic. It's going to be all up to Octane here. Be a legendary round if he's able to win it.
1 versus 4. He's got the 45 seconds to work with. Look at the X-ray. You see the setup from Optic. They're spread out. They're ready to control, but they give him a free one. He's got 1 on the board. 3 more to go with. And you have to play these kind of reckless. He's a slower AR player, but you have to go. In any 1v4 situation, time is your biggest obstacle. Can he pick up a couple more here? He might see one from the bomb site, but the flank comes through for Krim across bridge. And that's another round here for Optic Gaming. They're screaming back.
That's a little bit of a different way of thinking, but I don't think he needed to play that really aggressive after he gets that first kill. I think you could have waited. I mean, he had about 30 seconds left. I think you probably could have waited down to 20 trying to pick up one more player. And if a guy like Krim, he catches Krim on the bridge, he's got, what, 22 seconds left to fly into the bomb site and potentially make something happen?
I don't know.
I think he could have taken a little bit more time there.
I like the reckless plays when you're in a 1v4. You just have to get it going
doesn't
quick.
shock me with you and reckless.
Yeah, you know, hey, I'm a wise man. But now you see it's going to be a B hit coming for Rise Nation. They want to get going quickly. The nice movement from Classic over the top. He's going to find one in the corner, but he's not going to be able to win it. 1 down for either side. Kills traded here. Rise still has a 1-round advantage. They might find one mid-map. The shot's off. Looney, one you should have picked up, but not able to close out. Let's check the plant. Slacked, getting it down on the B site now. If Looney peeks through HUD, he should see a couple here tagged up. Almost kind of an unintentional bait and switch.
Yeah, Looney's so worried about players flanking. He's going to use his heat wave. He's going to be able to pick up one. And I do like the use of heat wave in this round. And it's going to be Krim tying this up at 2 players apiece. Now we're going to have a 1v1. It's going to be Octane going up against Krim. And I wonder if Krim got tagged with the Vision Pulse there. See how Octane elects to play this. He's going to fly around the corner and check the bomb. Octane going to win that gunfight. Don't know if he got tagged on Vision Pulse. Didn't want to say where Krim was, but you got to think that Octane had a fantastic idea of how Krim was electing to play that one. And I think you needed to use those specialist abilities to secure that round. Optic's gaining momentum. You wanted to kind of end that steam that they were starting to gather, and Rise does that. They have to just win 1 more round, take this map, maybe, and make this series very, very interesting.
Rise is trying to make this interesting here in the grand final. I hear the fans for Rise starting to get it together. They were a little quiet early as the Optic Gaming team looks so dominant, but we've got ourselves a series here. I want to watch Classic on the defensive side of things as he'll be in a position here to disrupt things if they push across the B. And oh, this is not looking good for Optic because you've got a nice setup here. Lots of players in and around this side for the side of Rise. There's one. There's a second planting. Can he pick him up? He knows bomb is down. They're going to collapse. The kills coming in. Krim by himself. 1 versus 3. Rise has almost done it. Is he going to be able to close it out? Octane's on the defuse. We're halfway there, and Krim is dead. Rise Nation has just found their second map, and they're back in this one.
Yeah, and it's big games from Octane and Classic, as Rise Nation takes the S&D on Hunted 6-3. Nate was talking about earlier how devastating those water routes are, and it was Slack and Classic during that game in the water able to make some big plays.
COD gods above, David Vonderhaar, give me a game 7. Just please give me a game 7. Chopra, Jack, and now Revin. Take it away, guys.
Yeah, we got Revin joining us to share some of his thoughts. We heard from Nate earlier, but also now the big point is, of course, Rise is starting to pull it together. I mean, you saw the co-owners of Rise, including, of course, the NFL player of the LA Rams, Roger Saffold, up there now looking a little bit more relaxed. Earlier, you saw they looked grim and as right as they should be. But now, there's some light on the side of Rise.
Rise Nation stepped up. They did what they needed to do. Obviously, they stayed alive in Game 4. They're going to force this one into another hard point, but I predicted Optic Gaming to win this series 4-2. They're up 3-2 right now. I'm still sticking with my prediction. I think OG are going to come out of this hot.
How good Jack's predictions are. That's all he's been talking
I mean,
about.
you know, when you get something right now and then you got to brag about it a little bit, Revin. But how have you been seeing this series so far? I mean, Optic looks so strong in the first 3 maps.
This series has been crazy. I mean, I definitely didn't expect Optic Gaming to go up 3-0 off the bat. I thought Rise Gaming were definitely going to take the uplink going into that game. It's always been that one game that they've been able to rely on to turn things around throughout the entire Stage 1. So Optic Gaming definitely making a statement in that Game 3. And then, of course, Rise, for me, I think they're right back in the series now.
Yeah, I mean, the way they play this entire search and destroy, especially the last 2 rounds, once they started winning, they knew they had the lead.
How clutch was that kill, by the way?
That was crazy. I mean, there were a lot where it was just coming down to that last second, and Rise started to pick it up, and then they got their flanks and their timing so perfectly. This kill right here, they used the water a lot and very efficiently. They were very patient about when they happened to jump up onto bomb site B.
That's why whenever I do the teleshare, I draw the Kappa face in the water, because you never know what's going to happen on that part of the map.
Yeah, they clutch up a few times, killing the diffuser just in time. This S&D actually felt pretty darn similar to that first S&D in the series. You know, it was pretty even at times between the two squads. Obviously, Optic taking that one. Now Rise coming back and taking that Search and Destroy. We got ourselves a series. I just tweeted it. We definitely will be seeing this one go to a Game 6. You heard Maven say, hopefully, COD gods give us a Game 7. We all want to see it here. I know that for
Bondahar
sure.
is in the building, so...
This is